Welcome everybody. Da how, as they say in Mandarin or Putonghua. And this is Don Stacy's YouTube channel where I talk about whatever I want. I'm an amateur philosopher, and right now I'm going to talk about two things: the opioid epidemic and the Sackler family in particular, since they, ran the show, pretty much. And the Supreme Court decision back, I don't know when, Citizens United, where the Supreme Court determined 5-4 decision, I believe, that a corporation had the free speech rights of a single individual, and thus they equated with a corporation with a person. Did they not? To make that designation, that legal designation in their realm of jurisprudence. It is whatever they say it is. At that point, at the Supreme Court level, it is whatever they say it is. And in that case, they said that the corporation had the same free speech rights as an individual person. Okay, that's the law of the land. We gotta deal with it. Now, what about all this opioid epidemic stuff and the Sackler family, Perdu Pharma, of which they're the corporate heads? Various members of the Sackler family are corporate heads of this Perdu Pharma. Excuse me, I've been drinking. Perdu Pharma. Okay. Well, Perdu Pharma, the corporation, has been prosecuted and in civil court. And the Sackler family attorneys cut a deal with the United States Department of Justice, by which none of the individual members of the Sackler family could be held accountable for this epidemic. But their corporation, of which they're, no doubt board members, all of them, can be prosecuted for various crimes, whatever those might be. But the individuals themselves that essentially, I say, compose the corporation, they remain untouched by legality. Okay. But the Supreme Court said that a corporation must be treated like an individual. So, that means Perdu Pharma must be treated like an individual. But it is composed of several Sackler family members. So what would the Supreme Court say in this instance? I have no fucking idea. But they would come up with some, no doubt, rationalization on the matter, allowing Perdu Pharma to simple snivel into non-existence, while the actual members of the corporation go unmolested by legalities. Now is that fair? Fuck! No, of course it's not. Those people knew exactly what they were doing. Exactly what they were doing. They were selling a narcotic substance that was highly addictive, and they knew it. They knew it from day one. Fuck! They knew how addictive it was. Just like the tobacco industry, biologists and chemists knew how addictive nicotine was back in the 60s, when the commercials on the TV airwaves kept broadcasting the notion that tobacco was great. You know, that it would improve your life, that you would come up to the cool set or the whatever it was. It was all a bunch of fucking advertising bullshit. And I got plenty of people smoking cool cigarettes and Salem cigarettes and just Marlboro cigarettes and Camel cigarettes and whatever the fuck you want to call it. It was just a fucking disaster until finally, the Surgeon General came on the scene, I don't know which one, and said, this is fucking outrageous. The tobacco industry is claiming there's no fucking health problem at all smoking tobacco. Oh, no. No, if you smoke tobacco, it'll just, go along with your coffee in the morning and it gets you going. Well, sure, it's a stimulant, just like coffee. And I even tried to persuade a friend of mine once that, tobacco smoking, whether it's from a pipe or a cigarette, stimulates the brain, the mind. There's a big difference. But he scoffed at that notion. He scoffed at it and just kind of shrugged it off, laughing at it, like he did everything else I ever said to him. And this was the owner of a bookshop in Pocatello, Idaho. I even helped that guy install some chairs in his upstairs, gallery, so he could have people. And he had invested in a bunch of seats from the Chief Theater. They cleared out all these old goddamn seats, and he bought them, and some of them anyway, and he stuck them into his bookstore upstairs in the gallery. And I saw him. He's trying to screw these fucking things down. I don't know what he was doing. Anyway, I came back with a drill and a socket wrench set, and I helped him out. And that's when he was still married, Will Peterson, to his wife Valdez. And Valdez was a beautiful lady, and she remains so. She and her second husband tried to talk me into, paying dues for the Unitarian church. Well, I consider myself nominally a Unitarian, but I wasn't too inclined to pay any fucking dues, so I just kind of shrugged that off. Besides that, a couple of months later, I was